Hi everybody, just back with my overview of the deck of the month and to elaborate on how it works. A lot of people want me to take out cards that are really key to the deck, and I just feel like I should be able to uphold why I put these certain cards in here. Alright, I run 3 Krebins. These things negate attacks and they're tuners. And they even have their own search, emergency teleport. Plague Spreader should be a staple in almost any deck that has anything to do with the graveyard. So that's why he's in here. And he's also just a discard for certain cards that are in my deck that I'll show you. Gale, the best tuner out there. Absolutely no reason to have him in here. He halves attacks, he just goes for game a lot. He gets over monarchs a lot too. I have 2 Caiuses in here. I think 2 Caiuses are mandatory. There's a lot of ways I can have a monster on the field and just tribute him, or even be able to special summon him. He's just too good, plus he burns for damage, which a lot of times is for game. 2 Malicious. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. Dasher. I can pitch him, discard, by monster effect, anything. He can be special. You can special summon Greffer by discarding him, pitch him for Greffer, and on top of that, you can always if you draw into, say, a Caius, you can just push for game if it's gotten to that point of the game, and if you have absolutely no field. Stratos, Searcher, yay. Diamond Dude. I have 10 spells in my deck, and only 2 of them are not Diamond Dudeable, and considering I have 1 Allure and 1 D-Draw, this thing's epically broken. And you could just summon him and push. He gets under Bottomless. Why not? Okay, these 2 are my personal attacks. Elf and the Raven and Vayu. I have many ways to pitch these. I have Greffer and Armageddon Knight. And there's just so many things you could do with these. I also have a Phoenix Wing and Lightning Vortex. There's just a lot of cards in this deck that do well in the graveyard, and these 2 are one of them. However, these 2 are also the very first cards I side out if I need to. Actually, these are the only cards I side out when I need to. Greffer to send anything that needs to be in the graveyard to the graveyard. Dasher, Vayu, Elf and the Raven, even Necro Gardener, Mally, Plague. Even if you want to send something bigger to call the Haunted back, it's just great that way. For that reason, I run 1 Greffer instead of 2, because I got an Armageddon Knight, discards 1 card, which is infinitely better than having 2 Greffers, in my opinion. I ran my build with 2 Greffers and it was really bad. There was a lot of times where it was just get rid of whole hand first turn, and it was just bad. And then of course, staples: Sangan, duh, Searcher, Gores, stop OTKs, and Dark-Armed Dragon, because this deck is full of darks. Alright, now on to spells. Brain Control, steal monsters, attack for game. Mind Control. A lot of times I mind control a Raikou, or something I can tune with. That's mainly just for tuning purposes, but occasionally I get lucky with a Raikou, and I sink or I blow up the backfield and just do some amazing stuff with it. It's incredible. Heavy Storm, MST, self-explanatory. E-Telly, search out Krebins. Stratos, to search out my variety of warriors. My one D-Draw and one Allure. My Lightning Vortex. And Sarco. Now for Sarco, a lot of people would typically Sarco Dark Arm Dragon. But unless I have a D-Draw in my hand, or a Malian Agrepher, I go for D-Draw. He's the best card, and it's always neat. It's always really easy to get the other Mali in your hand, one way or another, or just another Destiny hero. Alright, that's it for spells. Traps. This thing ends OTKs. It's amazing, and I love it. It just has infinite possibilities. Just set one of these and have it around for the longest time. Your opponent's freaking out, doesn't know what it is. You apparently keep looking at it for a good time to let it resolve, but you never activate it. So it kind of psychs out your opponent, and for good reason. When he wants to attack for big, you drop these bitches. Also, when you're playing Machinas, you can T-Roar, and if you have a sided face down limit removal at the end of their main phase 2, just play limit removal, and there goes all their monsters. Solemn Judgment, staple. Mirror Force, Torrential, Call the Haunted. I want 1D Prison for the situational Stardust or Prime Material or Colossal or whatever it needs to hit. Bottomless, Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, and Magic Cylinder. A lot of people don't like this card. It kisses your opponent's life points, a quarter of your opponent's life points goodbye immediately. It's just way too good. Let's see here. Alright. My side deck, I run 2 Pulling the Rugs, Monarchs, 2 Noblemans, Hamsters, 2 Jujus, Blackwings, 2 Liminal Removal, Gadgets, Mahinas, 2 Victorias, Hopeless. I don't run Oppression because it affects my deck a lot more, so I just run these, and no other deck can really special summon the way they do, other than what do you call them, X-Sabers, but they don't really serve a problem for me whatsoever. 2 Soul Releases for the occasional tree frog monarchs. I'm not just talking about Treeborn Frog, I'm talking the whole frog monarchs thing. And also for X-Sabers. Light Sworns. Somebody said fairies, I laughed. And there's just one girl that runs samurais at my local, so that's in there. For my extra deck, 2 Stardust, 1 Thought Ruler, 1 Red Dragon, 1 Colossal, 1 Black Rose, 2 Armor Masters, 1 Arm Wing, 1 Armory Arm. You gotta love mind controlling a Raikou, destroying the backfield, normal summoning a Krebins, and just sinking for this baby. It pisses off a lot of people. A Magical Android for when you need the life. Missed one. Cadister, Brynek, and Goyo. This is my deck with full-blown explanation of why I picked the cards I did. Thank you very much.